So I'm Alex Lee. I am the producer for the entertainment program on the Halcyon Starcruiser.
So the first thing I wanted to kind of get a sense of is you were just talking about a lot of people have different experiences that are coming together in this project. Interactivity is a big part of this. How has gaming influenced the development of this experience?
Yeah, so while we were inspired by immersive theater and the pure narrative of story, we were really inspired by kind of looking at RPGs and live RPGs. So we were trying to find those points of no return, how you engage with characters, what is the heart-to-heart that you have in regards to character development, and being able to tie all of that in ways that allows for a performer to be able to hit on those elements through technology as well.
And speaking of technology, can you talk a little about the video game elements that happen, for example, on the bridge, and maybe in a way that takes things a little bit a different direction than we saw on Batuu with Galaxy's Edge and Smuggler's Run, using the same Unreal Engine technology?
That one is really going to be an Anisha question.
Okay.
But what I will say in regards to the bridge is, while we are working with that great technology and all of that great media, it's tied to the entertainment performers who really come in and facilitate that and drive that story forward. So even though it's running on Unreal and it's running on a track, which we all know, without the entertainment, there's no narrative. It doesn't make sense. You're just flying through a starfield and you don't know why. You don't know why a meteor or an asteroid is going to blow up. Or why a TIE fighter is going to blow up. You need that engagement from a narrative perspective with entertainment to help drive that forward and to really motivate your actions.
And I like that even in the experience we got, you can sit and play Batuu, but there's characters that are interacting with you and even helping you and teaching you how to play the game.
Yes. So everyone has gone through deep training to understand the back-end systems, to understand how to have everyone engage in that. And a lot of the work that you're doing on Batuu and being able to gamify a lot of those objectives is all in service of coming back to the ship and driving that story forward. So it's not something that was created in a silo. It's purely motivational for those characters. It gives them a reason to send you down to Batuu. It gives you a reason to continue playing in the narrative, and it gives you a reason to come back and see what your actions in either engaging with the character on Batuu either supports the ship's story or doesn't. And there are consequences in that too.
I liked when I was engaging on the bridge, one of the Sammy came over and was telling me I could do better. I could take down more TIE fighters.
And that's the great thing with elements like the bridge and elements like the training pod. How does a guest really measure their own success? We know how they do that in video game design, but we were trying to find ways to do that both through the traditional video game elements that we have and the metrics, but also being able to convey that through story and dialogue, and again, that heart-to-heart human connection, which is exactly what you experience.
Yeah, and the other element was with lightsaber training, the interaction using your own name, which you're not used to in a video game, right? And encouragement and all that element while you're actually doing the activity.
Exactly. That's really the seamless line that we were looking to create between entertainment and technology and being able to drive them together.
And the last element where I kind of saw that dynamic also was in the bar, where people were sitting down and playing
Sabacc,
and the characters would actually help you.
Yeah, so all of our character cast learn how to play Sabacc. The two versions of Sabacc, right? You have your Batuu version, you have the one on the ship, and even that, there's always a motivation behind it. The hollow Sabacc table, obviously very deeply rooted in technology in regards to how that works, but also what does Sabacc do for those who actually care and play about for it, right? Gaia is a huge Sabacc aficionado. There's actually a whole show moment with her and Wraith and this underworld entourage about gambling and what that means in regards to how you wager, the rewards that plays out on, and how that contributes to her storyline. You didn't get to experience it in this, but over the course of the 48 hours, there's a lot of that opportunity where you're injecting true gameplay as a motivator for entertainment.